G'day guys, how you going? Iski here. Got a really exciting one to show you. Check this out. I found the coolest thing yesterday at the dump. Let me just open this door. Look at that! I found a gigantic Buddha head. Golden. I think it's Buddha. Is that Buddha? I don't know anything about religion. I'm not religious, but I do really like this. If it's not Buddha, it's someone, and I think he's pretty cool. And it doesn't matter who it is, I still love him. What do you think? He's huge, like he's the biggest Buddha head I've ever seen. And yeah, the thing is, I was actually driving into the dump and I looked across at the timber section, and there's like a couple of different piles. There's this pile that is natural timber, and then there's this pile that is basically treated stuff and painted timbers and things like that, stuff that they actually put it straight into landfill, and it just sucks. There's so much good timber there. And I saw this, I couldn't miss him because he was probably half a metre up. He was on his side on this massive pile, ready to be scooped up by the big machinery and put into landfill. And I drove over there, and the closer I got, I could see what it was, and I just drove faster and faster. Got there, jumped out. I didn't even look him over. I just picked him up, tossed him in the back of my van, and got the hell out of there. So I'm glad I saved him, because at this point in time he should be underground, like at least half a metre underground. So well done me. But there you go, he's cool. He's very rustic looking. You can see it's kind of awesome. It's got like this reddish type of paint in between all the golden bits. Gives it a real nice patina look. I love patina. I love that rustic look. And yeah, he's awesome. In fact, if we get down, the only damage I think is probably to his nose, maybe. If you have a look there, it looks like a bit of paint has flaked off. Well, to me it does anyway. But if you stand back and you don't even notice it, it actually looks like it's supposed to be like that. I don't know, I could probably touch him up. I've got the same type of paint. But I might just leave him. Kind of adds to his character. And there you go. In fact, what I might do is just set you down here. I'll angle you up and just let you know this is carved. It's hand carved. Oh, I can't actually get my camera to sit without falling over. This is carved out of one big piece of wood. It's one big chunk of timber, and you can see how big he is. He's mad. He's heavy as. It's Buddha for you. I think it's Buddha. I don't know, but he's cool. Whoever it is, he's pretty cool. Oh look, there's a screw. But yeah, if I actually turn him around, let me just put him against there, stay. Let's have a look. You can see he is one big bit of wood. So I don't know where he's from. I'd say this is probably like some Balinese or Indonesian type of carving. Am I right to say that? I think I am. Well, I did go, when I got home last night, I jumped online and I had a bit of a search on Google, trying to find out where you buy these things and how much they cost and so forth. The only thing that I could find, was one that was probably 2/3 the size. It was nowhere near as cool looking as him. It was a Buddha head for sure, but it wasn't as cool as this one. It was only a short one. It was solid timber though, and it was several $100s. So this one must be worth a bit more, I'd say, or at least that much, but I don't care. I couldn't care less. Couldn't care if he was worthless. He's still cool, and I would still love him just as much. So what am I going to do with a massive golden Buddha head? Well, I'll tell you. I've been thinking about this for quite a while now. I've been meaning to make something. A couple of years ago, I saw this episode of Gardening Australia. And it was a really cool episode. And there was a segment in that episode, and it was at the Gold Coast. Somebody was making, it was a DIY segment, and it was how to build or make, a vertical garden. And I saw that, and I'm not a green thumb. I'm not overly into gardening at all, not at all. But it's something that I think I'd like to do, like probably getting a bit older now, so I should mature up and do something more mature, I guess. And I saw this and it just kind of hit something in me, and I went, man, I'd love to do something like that. And it was this vertical garden. And the cool part is it had like a pond at the bottom, and in that pond there were some fish, and the whole idea was that the water is pumped up the top of the wall and then trickles down over the vertical garden where the plants are, and that basically the water, which contains nutrients from the fertilizer from the fish pooing and all of that kind of stuff, basically feeds the plants, and that's how the plants grow. And I thought, man, that would be super cool. I wouldn't mind something like that. So in fact, do you want to go down and I'll show you? Let me just close him up. Oh. Bye-bye. All right, now I apologize to anyone who hasn't seen any of my videos before, all of this crap on my driveway, but we got to pass it to get to this position. In fact, talking about patina and rusticness, this is my 1961 VW Carmen Gear. I am currently restoring that. I'll be doing some videos of that in my new channel. You don't get any more rustic than this. But anyway, let's keep going. And for other people who don't know who I am, I make women's steel-boned corsetry for a living. You can see them there, some of them anyway. But if we turn around and have a look through there, there's a big hole in the wall, and through that hole is a home cinema that I am currently building. It's massive, this huge home cinema. It's going to have 9 to 10 seats. But yeah, in fact, if we just stand here, if I just sit on one of these seats, you can see over there in the corner. Sorry about this dodgy camera work, by the way. Yeah, can you see there's a glass door? Well, it's actually open, but there's also that massive stand, and there's all these TVs on that stand. If that wasn't there, and it's going to be going pretty soon, that, opening to that courtyard over there would be about 2.5 meters wide. So I think it would be very nice if I could just sit here on my seats. I don't always watch movies in here. I like to listen to music, do whatever, just entertain. But if we come over here, I think this little area out here is just ripe for a vertical garden. And if we look up a little bit, there we go. You can get an idea just how tall that is. We have maybe a 2.5 to 3 meter garden there, and down the bottom we'd make some kind of pond. In fact, if we have a look at this, see this beautiful old rustic sleeper? I found a bunch of these at the dump. There was actually dozens of them, and I only grabbed 6, but I reckon they've come off a jetty or some type of wharf from the ocean. They're just gorgeous, and the amount of people that sees them when they come over to my house and beg me for them, they really want them. I'll give them to you as long as I've used what I want to use. And I'm thinking about making my little pond down here, which will start in that corner and basically go the length. This may be 2 meters long. I'm going to make it out of those rustic sleepers. So I reckon that's a pretty good plan. I reckon it'll look really nice. And for the backing of my garden, I was thinking about using this stuff. Now this stuff is what sign writers use. I can't remember what it's called, but I think it's just like an aluminium composite. If you have a look here at the side, it's actually 0.5 mil layer of aluminium. Then there's carbon polycarbonate, and then there's another aluminium on the other side there. That would be perfect, I reckon, as the backing for my wall for this vertical garden. I'd have to put like a layer of kind of mesh over the top of that for the plants to get their roots in. And Bob's your uncle. But yeah, where am I going to put the Buddha head? I was thinking at the time, I was actually thinking about putting him to the side. All of this, by the way, will be cleaned up. I was thinking about putting him off to the side and maybe surrounding him by more plants and so forth. But then I thought maybe he would look super cool if he was dead center in the middle of my vertical garden. But I'd have to do something about the water that trickles down, because I really don't want him to get wet and rot away and so forth. And just to let you know, I'm going to be putting a cover over this entire side section of my, let me just get my gimbal to behave. There we go. I'm going to be putting a cover, like it's going to have a roof all the way along that side of my house. So Yeah, it's not like rain will get him at all. It just means I'm going to have to kind of put some UV lights in here to get the plants to grow. But that's the plan. There you go. If you're interested in seeing how this progresses, I will be doing videos of me building this in future episodes. So please hit that subscribe button in the bottom corner of your screen and see how it turns out. But that's it. It's going to be a nice short video. Thanks for watching, guys. Please like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.